Hey, you in there? Hey, 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 you in there? It's you. Wait a minute. Well, it's really you. Shucks, I'm so glad you're here. Let's start the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Magical Serialism, your daily sonic sampling of the strange wind that blows up on our luck. Insights, reflections, and a song even I have not yet heard. We're gonna shuffle these cards. We're gonna draw 4 chords. We're gonna turn them into a song, and then we're gonna act like it means something because everything does. It's Sunday, and I've dropped the mayor. Some of these cards are taller than others. Hand cut, organic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, there we go. Sorry I didn't appear yesterday. Sometimes this everyday thing becomes a little hard. But it all worked out, and here we are. And there you are. Thanks for being here, Barefoot Ragamuffin. All right, I think that's everything. Here we go. Watermelon does sound good. All right, Metamorphosis Rising being thrown out today. No one's going up on that card's account. And no one's levitating either. There's two things of up being eliminated before we begin. That's how that smells to me. 3 things of up, and both of these things of up. There's only 2 of these Metamorphosis Sharpsy cardsies in the decksies. And I think there's only 2 Panthers too. So no one's being a minor 7 flat 5. I don't know if there's much meaning in that. But then no downsies either. All right. So now we're just throwing away a lot of energy before we start. Maybe clearing things out. Maybe ooh, wow. Clearing a lot of things out. A lot of disparate things. Some bright, some dark. But now we're getting a chord. And I know because this is one of our marked cards. This is an angel. There's another angel like it, and the printer ran out of ink, and so I always know when the angel's going to show up. There's even meaning in that. F major. Or rather, I think there's 6 angels in the deck. 2 of them are marked like this, so a third of the time I know when an angel's going to show up. F major. There we are again. Delicious, wonderful, good. There we go. That's a little more balanced. And then we're heading up to the conductor, a whole step up to G major. And G major is going to be a little more complicated than that today. A backseat driver, that's a non-root bass note. So G, B, and D make this chord. We need anything but G. So B or D. And it's B. Is there such thing as a 7-sided die? Oh, there's a 12-sided die. That would do. That would do. I'll bet there's a 12-sided die that has every note of the chromatic scale on it. I'll bet there's one. Okay, G over B, G major 7 over B. Stand me up corrected. And then a trickster, the 2 chord, D minor. That's gonna be weird. Oh, D minor. Haha, see, that's what's weird about it. Hey. Good to see you, Equinox. You got dice, huh? I'd be curious. A 7-sided die. That was the question on the table. I found a better idea, I think, but it'd still be cool. It'd actually be more than cool. It would be even more useful. But I don't know if that's a polyhedron that really can exist. They can do anything these days with them their 3D printers. G major 7 over B to D minor. Which actually kind of sounds sick. And then we will go to the mayor, C major. A lot of brightness today. The Ninja Queen tries to come in, but just like all of these cards at the beginning, she is going to be discarded. We take 4 chords in these draws, and so I'll throw the rest of these guys back. That is our progression. 4-sided. Is there a 3-sided die? I feel like I've seen someone make a YouTube video on a 3-sided die. F major. G major 7 over B. D minor. C major. Actually, this is kind of awesome. F major. That's a weird move, but it gets excused by the end. This one's got some nice healing vibes to it. One more time and then I'll record it. Well, that went really well. I hope I can do that again while it's recording. Oh, always the 10-second delay to rename the patch. I try to dot all my T's and cross my I's before I start, but sometimes I have to do it while I'm going. That was about this speed. 56. Oh, well, looks like I'm getting notifications. I'm going to avoid that one. There we go. Now it shouldn't beep at me, but that was kind of fun to hear, you know? Let's see. Okay, here we go. That's the one. Equinox's dice looks like I have 4, 6, 8, 12, and 20. And I think it's going to end up having to be 12. And, I'm going to find out right now. Yeah, the musiciansdice.com instantly found a 12-sided die with all the letters of the chromatic scale on it, of course. I knew someone had done this. Someone's probably done this. In fact, people have done things much like it. I'm following in a tradition. This is just my flavor of it, you know? I'm supposed to be writing. I'm enjoying it too much. Which is what we're supposed to do. This is bittersweet. I should call this the 1 of 5, because it's a major 7 instead of a dominant 7. This is the one that's out of place in terms of the key that we're in. But man, it just worked right out. It worked out right. It worked right out. What's notable? Oh, for a second it feels like we're in F major. For a second. Equinox is calling out an old song I wrote that I should play sometime. Someone once told me everything has been said, has been said, has been said, has been said. And you heard it here first, unless you heard it there. Everything has been said, and everything has been said has been said. And even that has been said. And probably someone else cranked it up to the 13th power like I did in 2012. Back in the 60s. You know it. You know it. What's notable about the music theory of this is the presence of the 5 chord as a major 7th chord. That puts an F sharp into the key which doesn't belong, but turns us into C Lydian for a second. Let's see if we can ride that. Oh, I gotta keep that E out of it if I'm gonna do that. Lydian trial 2. does work. I'd have to sneak it in carefully. But even this chord is snuck in carefully. So I really think by the time we get back to this F, oh, it just feels like we're in F. Yes, we're in F, but then, oh. The problem is, F major has a B flat in it. And this G major 7 chord has a B natural in it. And not only that, but our bass note, our strongest note, is B. So this thing starts by shifting chords up a tritone. By going, that's what's coming, that's what's coming. It could have been really bad. And maybe it was really bad in a lot of ways. But it sounds good to me. It just, the brightness that the fairy moon brings into it, this major 7th chord, it's like the Band-Aid gets torn off and healed at the same time. It's like a love bite. My dog gives those. They're popular. And they have a little bit of dangerousness. And I guess the key, the reason I chose that, is because love bites are an act of violence. Sometimes they come in different forms. There's obviously those love bites which are quite popular. But I'm gonna kind of stick to like the love bites my dog gives me. He's one of those like nibbly guys, sees the world through its mouth, through his mouth. And my cat gets a little nippy as well, says Equinox. Oh, I love that too. I've had cats that get all chompy on you, but they don't try to eat you unless you kind of let them get carried away with it. And maybe this speaks to that too. But rather than train my dog out of it, which I'll admit I tried to do, I sort of trained him into sticking to me. Now, he's a cattle dog, so there are some things that he's just never gonna get trained out of unless I quit my job. But if you're living through a love bite now, if you've been bitten now, this makes me hope it's nothing. It's life giving you a little love bite to explore you, to goad you into giving it a treat. When's the last time you gave your life a treat? The universe deserves pettings. And you're a part of the universe. Nobody disagrees with that. But nobody's not a part of the universe. So it's okay. Which is great. Nobody knows everything. You don't want to be around nobody. Gosh, I almost don't want to add anything to this, but I think there's good opportunity. This was fashioned to be a way to sneak you into liking moving a tritone between chords. I love you guys. There's good and there's bad, and gosh, most of it's bad, but right there on the edges of it, there's a lot of good. Let's try to add some strings to this. Oh, can't do that one. This is some ambient stuff. Good opportunity for that. Let's see. No, not too messy. It's a little high. Oh, I might have to take out some of that piano. Just back it off a little so this has a little more space. But let's record something. Here we go. Man, it was going so well. And then I slammed on that note at the end. Maybe. Oh, tried to fix it, but I'm just gonna have to do it right. That does it. I gotta fix that end part, but I think I can. That's good enough for government work. Oh yeah. You know what? Is this from the Never-Ending Story? Wait, this gives us double Lydian. The loud bit is the universe's bite back. Oh, I should have left it in. There still is like a thing at the end. But hear me out. Double Lydian. We start on F, feeling like we're in F. Then we go to B natural from F Lydian. And as we do that, we also bring in an F sharp, making the key we're actually in, C major, C Lydian. With this one chord, we get the brightest mode in two different keys at the same time. The mayor, the key we drew in this universe, and the angel, whatever that is, the angel's house, the spirit of, the seat of the spirit. That moment right there. Those two notes, part of that G major 7 chord, cause both of the keys we could be in to be Lydian for a moment. But can they do it at the same time? I don't know. Is that too much? Let's see. Oops. No, I shouldn't do that. Wait, what is wrong with that? Oh, it is just because we've just left F, so too much of this B is like... there's just enough B to make it the main character bass note kind of vibe, but if it gets celebrated up here in the mid-range, it comes out weird, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. That wasn't so bad. Sorry, but I wanted to just see, there's a worst case scenario if I played both Lydian modes in parallel fifths, if it would sound as bad as they thought. It was a little weird, but maybe alone it's not so bad. Well, let's strip this down just for a moment. I'm gonna take out the piano altogether. And they do it. They both walk up to it, slightly different rhythms, and they land right there, a little bit apart from each other. But it's just a perfect fifth. Well, that went deeper than I thought it would. This is great. That's what always happens. And I'm not sure I want to add much more. I guess there is still the violence to think of. My delay, bro. That'll have to do. It's bittersweet today. But since you're here, Josh, I'll tell you, we've got a pretty normal progression where a chord gets inserted, just the 5 as a major 7, which incidentally puts us arguably in F Lydian and C Lydian at the same time. And it's sweet. And that's everything. I know you nerd out, so I gotta say things like that. That'll do. Well, this is kind of what the Sunday felt like. I don't believe a word of that. This is what the Sunday felt like before I got here. But now it feels nice to be sure of it. And I swear I lifted some part of this from the Never-Ending Story, but probably any time someone uses Lydian, it sounds like the Never-Ending Story. The last of my coffee. Thought you'd like to know. Have a nice double Lydian Sunday, you guys. Really, thank you for being here. This means a lot.